according to a new study in the New England Journal of Medicine, since 1924, vaccines have prevented more than 100 million cases of serious contagious diseases in the U.S. 100 million. You want to talk about an overwhelming success? The study used millions of public health reports, and researchers were able to project the number of cases of polio, measles, rubella, mumps, hepatitis A, diphtheria, and pertussis that would have occurred by using the numbers of the diseases that existed before the vaccines and then extrapolating it out until today. And then they just do the basic math with today's numbers of how many of those diseases exist. And the simple conclusion is that modern medicine saves lives. Vaccines save lives. And there's a lot of anti-vaxxers out there on both the right and the left wing of the political spectrum, and they're wrong, plain and simple. In fact, one of the common arguments that they present is that the mercury in vaccines is bad for you and it causes autism. But the single study that came to that conclusion was, first of all, methodologically flawed. Second of all, it's been disproven. But also, the guy who conducted the study was up on multiple charges in court. So he's not the most trustworthy guy. And not only that, but apparently, if you read about the contents of vaccines, they explain that tiny amounts of mercury are actually a preservative for the vaccines, and it gives them a longer shelf life. And get this, even with that being the case, a lot of pharmaceutical companies have even given in to the demand of anti-vaxxers, and they said, fine, look, as long as you will take the vaccines, we will take out the mercury from them. So they did, and now the vaccines don't last as long, and the anti-vaxxers still aren't going to get vaccinated. And look, the bigger problem is for people's kids, okay? I got no problem with you if you're an adult and you make the personal dumb decision of not getting a vaccine, but don't, make your kids suffer because you're a dumbass. In fact, we just covered, how many stories have we covered? There was a church in Texas, there was an outbreak of whooping cough. Why? Because they didn't get the vaccine. There was a place somewhere in the Scandinavian region, I forget where, there was a fundamentalist Christian school, there was an outbreak of another disease. Why? Because they didn't get vaccinated, okay? So don't force your beliefs on your kids. Let them actually get the benefits of scientific advancement and cures and vaccinations and all these things that actually objectively make our lives better.